but he commands respect, and they certainly respect him. During his lesson, he had handwritten and cut out strips of paper to glue on the chalkboard as they are learning about the Rwanda national emblem. So he's very precise and very meticulous in what he does. He is not a teacher that I thought I'm going to go to try to have him integrate technology. He's not going to be one of our early adopters and our teacher leaders of technology. Lo and behold, Constantine is the first to show up for tech training that afternoon. And he sits down with Donata and completely recreates his lesson digitally for students to teach them the Rwanda national emblem. Not only that, Constantine showed up the next day when he was not required to come to technology training, stayed late to be able to learn more, to create more, because he knew that despite his traditional pedagogy, that using technology could make his classroom more efficient and therefore a better learning experience for his students. So with these resources, Steve was saying it's not handing them resources. It's truly teaching them how to use them, how to become confident, how to become self-sustaining. So that's part of it as well. How are you going to set these up? How are you going to maintain them? So that was part of our work at Advocate. So on our final day, we had a wonderful reflection with the teachers on both sides. We shared affirmations, we shared ways that we can sustain and grow together. Connect Rwanda truly is making a difference at Advocate, and it's just beginning. It truly is starting to ripple into the educational community of Kagari. So, I can't believe I did all this about my notes. Ubuntu means humanity. It's a Kenya-Rwandan word that means humanity. Beyond all of the technology, this is truly about the humanity of it all. So there's so much more in this world that unites us than divides us. That's it.
All right, we're running a little bit over. We're going to keep it moving. So I got to tell you, I'm going to introduce this guy, Jeff Milanetti, next. But I want you to look at these people. They're pretty amazing folks. They've all had incredible traumatic events happen to them. This guy here, his name is Deb. He's like almost a poet. But at age 5, his family was killed. Him and his sister were the only ones left. They were running around Kigali trying to avoid militants, pretending they were with other families so that they would not be killed also. I could tell you each one of their genocide stories, and they're horrific. And the fact that these folks have come back and are even functioning is an amazing thing. So next time you have a hard day, think of our friends in Rwanda, because they have experienced a lot. So we knew we needed some extra talent on the Connect Rwanda board. And this guy, Jeff Milanetti, he was reading my newsletter and my blogs and stuff. And, next thing you know, he emails me and says, hey, Steve, I've got some experience in this and that. Maybe we could get together and talk. And we were busy and we weren't hitting it, but every couple of weeks he would call me and said, hey, have you thought of this? Have you thought of this? And I was like, no, and I haven't thought of pretty much anything, but he, he's got this experience and this this background that I was just enamored with, and he was disciplined. Like every couple of weeks I'd get that phone call. So when it came time to select a board, I didn't think there was much luck in getting him, but I said, hey, Jeff, we could really use kind of some of your experience and some of your knowledge, and he agreed. And the first thing when he joined the board is he's like, Steve, how are your outcomes? It's like, outcomes? The outcomes are right here, baby. They feel good. It's like, well, if you're going to have an organization, you need to have outcomes. So from that point forward, this man has come in. He's given us a business plan. He's keeping us focused. We have some crazy ideas between the teachers, myself, and other people that we want to do. And Jeff is kind of steady, middle of the road. Does it fit with our business plan? Let's think about this. So we are very lucky to have this man. Just a few things about Jeff. He's a Naval Academy graduate. He's got an MBA in finance from GW. He's a pioneer in business incubation, has started and run several IT companies, and his international experience includes Europe, Asia, and Africa. I don't know about you, but I think he qualifies. So with that, I'd like him just to share a few words about where we're going with Connect Rwanda.
Hi everyone, I'm very pleased to have a chance to tell you a little bit about what we're doing, but I can't see this keyboard.
You just hit the right arrow.
My purpose is to be the, I'm here to try and tell you that all the passion that you have heard tonight and all the wonderful outcomes that we're looking for in Rwanda are there because we've been able to, so far, put together the resources to make it all happen. It costs money to send teachers back and forth. It costs money even to get used computer equipment or even to maintain the equipment that we do send there. And so, unapologetically, I am going to say to you, if you have the opportunity, if you think that what you're seeing tonight is worth investing in, we hope that you will have the generosity to contribute to what we're doing. Connect Rwanda is a 100% volunteer activity. We are, as you may know, a 501c3 nonprofit corporation, which means we're federal and state tax exempt. So anything you contribute to it, if I think I'm right here, anything that you contribute to Connect Rwanda is deductible from your taxes if you decide to do that. So I just want to cover a couple of things. I'm going to go the right way. We have a certain amount of equipment that we need to provide to Apicoke School. There are partners. We have a 2018 budget goal of trying to achieve $40,000 for our total budget. Now, I should say, we have relatively complicated business model. If you haven't heard this and put it all together, we take the donated equipment, we give it to the Rwandans, they repair it, they sell it to the teachers. That's part of it, and they use some of the revenues to provide the additional internet connectivity. At the same time, we buy coffee from Rwanda and bring it here to the United States. We take that coffee and give it to some of our school partners. They sell it to anyone who wants to buy it, and then we use those revenues to help pay for sending American teachers to Rwanda and Rwandan teachers, bring Rwandan teachers here to the U.S. And after a while, I've been doing this for 30 years, and I have to admit, I certainly, I don't have the financials done yet, because each time I make projections, I find that there's something else I didn't quite figure correctly. But point being, we would like to help this organization become sustainable. And the only way we can become sustainable in the immediate future is to solicit for donations. When you're the vice president of an organization, you get to be the enforcer. So I'm here just to say to you, if you think that this is a noble endeavor, as noble as we believe it is, if you believe the passion that you've heard from all these people, and if you spent more than 15 minutes standing out there tonight talking to any of these wonderful teachers that we've sent over there, you can't help but be moved by what is happening there. When we talk about student performance, we recently received a letter from the headmistress of the school, and I know this is difficult to read. Basically what she was saying was, in the period during which Steve and after Steve, Connect Rwanda have been involved with the school, they have seen improvements in their national test scores. At the primary level, where it says ordinary, there is secondary level, and A level is which they don't even have now, is equivalent to a junior and senior year in high school. But if you look at those numbers, between 2014 and 2017, at the primary level, they doubled their success rates. At the ordinary level, they tripled their success rates, and substantial gains in the A level as well. So you can see that this is, we think we've made a difference, or we're making a difference. We want to continue doing that. I'll keep doing this again. So is there more that you can do? Yeah, there's a lot of things. We're trying to establish a network of schools. Use Epicope as a hub. And from that hub, train teachers from other schools in Kigali to the same standards that have been delivered to the teachers that visit with our schools here in Minneapolis. This will give us the ability to provide more teacher exchanges for teachers here in Maryland and Rwandan teachers. And also, we can partner with more organizations in Rwanda that have similar missions to ours and possibly leverage some of the resources that we have. It wouldn't take you 10 minutes on the internet tonight when you go home to find that there are more NGOs, non-governmental organizations, and foundations that are doing work to try and help the people of Rwanda. And we are but one. However, if we can partner with some of those organizations, then we can get bigger bang for the buck, so to speak. So we ask you to help us make this sustainable for us. How do you do that? Well, you can write a check. We love to have checks. You can donate on the webpage. If you go to the bottom right-hand corner of the webpage, you'll see a pink box that says donate. Click on that. You can buy our high-quality and completely irresistible coffee that we will be selling in the schools again here in the next few months. More importantly, if you can help us take this message to other schools, to service organizations, to your local Rotary Club, to your local Kiwanians, anybody that's interested in any service organizations that are interested in partnering with us, we'd be very happy to have a discussion with them. And to the extent that you can help us with that, we'd appreciate it. And finally, if you do nothing else, please get on our mailing list, because it's your opportunity to find out what we're doing and to keep up with these great folks that we send over there and the ones that come over, that come back here to work with us. And you'll see that this really is a remarkable story. So with that, I thank you for coming tonight, and Steve will close us out.
Man, to be that logical and methodical. So bottom line is things are heating up. We got pen pal programs, hundreds of letters going back and forth between elementary school age children, part of our curriculum for the younger kids. We've got the computer donation program going pretty well, so please, if you've got used computers and electronics, projectors, anything that connects with the internet, we could certainly use, and they would get a wonderful second life. Curriculum in schools. We're now in IB school and Annapolis High School, and we're creating curriculum for both elementary school and middle school. Coffee sales. Man, we're going to hit it hard. That's going to be our #1 income producer to, again, fund those teacher exchanges, which are so incredibly valuable. And of course, the teacher collaboration trips themselves have changed a lot of lives, and we hope to continue keeping those going. And finally, let's stay in touch. We've got a nice website, and it really looks good on your iPhones and your cell phones. It's a special thing. We're Connect Rwanda is on Facebook. We're posting twice a week with different things that are coming up. Also with Instagram. That's Instagram, right? We have like 59 followers. It's incredible. What else? I don't know what else to say.